Good afternoon, everybody. Please be seated. Today I welcome on behalf of Queen Margaret University to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other awards. I have an apology to submit for Sir Paul Grice, who's our Principal and Vice-Chancellor. Unfortunately, he has a family illness that he has to attend today, but Professor Richard Butt, who's our Vice-Principal, will officiate on his behalf. I now have the pleasure of calling upon Dame Prue, Chancellor of the University.
Good afternoon. Deputy Principal, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, our soon-to-be graduates. This is a truly happy day when we can at last celebrate your achievements in this amazing hall, all dressed up, in person. I want to congratulate you for battling through the difficulties and stress of the pandemic to successfully graduate. It's no mean achievement. I would also like to congratulate your friends, your family, tutors, professors, mentors, and everyone else who were as determined as you that you've not let the pandemic dent your ambitions. So, I guess some of you wonder what a cook who eats cake on telly for a living is doing as your Chancellor. Well, I have managed to do a few things in my long life other than eat cake. I've had a pretty good career as a businesswoman, an okay career as a novelist and journalist, a successful one as a telepresenter. I've started and run a few charities, and I've sat on countless committees and boards. So why did I jump at the chance to be QMU's Chancellor? Well, there were some personal reasons. For a start, I'm in love with Scotland. My family on both sides came from Scotland, and in the 20s, I very nearly married a Scottish rugby player. And 6 years ago, I married a guy born and bred in Edinburgh, a Playfair no less. The best catering contract my company ever landed was the Edinburgh International Conference Centre, and my idea of heaven is fishing on the Spey. But there are professional reasons as well. I particularly admired the way QMU has remained proud of its distant origins as a cookery school. It was called Athol Crescent, the then famous Edinburgh College of Domestic Science. Because I truly believe that practical and vocational skills are every bit as important as theoretical and academic ones, I love the fact that QMU, on becoming a university, didn't try to bury its vocational past in a rejection of the value of practical education. Instead, the then new university built on that vocational past with a balance between practical and theoretical education and devising degrees that truly fit students for the modern world. I also like the QMU ethos, which is respectful, polite, but driven. Tutors and professors work with students closely and individually, helping them study, but also developing the drive, the resilience, creativity, and empathy that they will need if they are going to succeed. You can have the classiest degree in the world, but if you cannot get on with your fellows, or if you expect the world to come to you without you making any effort to woo it, that degree won't be much help. So I'm very proud to be your Chancellor. At graduations, it's traditional for lofty geriatrics like me to hand down words of wisdom to the young. I shall try, though I suspect that much of the knowledge and wisdom in our modern tech-driven society lies with your generation, not with mine. But at least let me offer you, for what they're worth, a few bits of advice which have helped me in my career and my life. The first is to keep your mind open to new things. Don't allow your job to constrict you to just that one area. The wider your knowledge and interest, the better. You will be happier and more interesting to other people if you know stuff. Knowing stuff is great. Being a pretty face is not nearly as sexy as being interesting and interested. And don't think you can't change your mind about your career. Some of you will know exactly what you want to do and will go for it with confidence and concentration. But many of you will take jobs or choose careers that in the end just won't do. That's absolutely fine. It's all experience, and when you look back, that time will not have been wasted. You will have learned a lot. Before I settled on cooking, I'd started courses in drama, then art, then architecture, then a BA in Cape Town, and I never finished a single one. I went to university in Paris to learn French, and there, eureka, I discovered the joys of French cooking, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. But those false starts were not a waste. They gave me a lasting love of the theatre, of art, of architecture, of France, and of travel. I think the secret to being interested and interesting is never to allow yourself to get bored. Being bored is a cardinal sin in my book. Everything and everyone is interesting if you bother to find out what makes it or them tick. I once said to Prince Philip that it must be dreadfully boring watching all those tribal dances and shaking all those hands and touring endless factories. He said no, the trick was to take an interest. If you understand the origin of the dances and what the gestures mean, they become interesting. If you find out how machinery works or the problems and opportunities for the manufacturer, a factory can be fascinating. And then, you can do more than you think. If you have a very demanding job, another string to your bow will actually help keep you sane. I know a top lawyer who has written a book about mathematical puzzles. I know an education bigwig who writes poetry, works for the Samaritans, and fosters refugee children. My interest in art led me to what is honestly my proudest achievement, and it's nothing to do with cooking. It was getting the huge empty plinth in Trafalgar Square used as exhibition space for contemporary works of art. It took us 5 years, and we had to get our plans passed by 13 different committees. The Georgian Society, the Fine Art Commission, English Heritage, Westminster Planning, on and on and on. But we got it done, and now the finest of artists get their works up there. Anthony Gormley, Anish Kapoor, Tracy Emin have all had their moment on the plinth. My next recommendation is stickability, and that plinth business took some sticking. You have already shown wonderful tenacity in getting your degrees. There must have been moments when you wanted to chuck it, but you didn't. With my poor record at university, all I can say is respect. Almost nothing gets done and dusted which does not take sustained effort. It's easy to start things, you just think. It's just hard to finish them. It's very easy to start a book, to start a war, to start a love affair, to start a baby. All those things are easy to start. But writing the whole book, getting out of the war, sustaining that love affair, loving that baby when he's a sulky teenager, it all takes stickability. I'm often asked what the secret of a successful career and happy life is. Of course there isn't one, but I attribute mine mainly to a lot of energy and a can-do approach. If things go wrong, or as they very often have done, I've tended to think, oh well, let's try something else. Or I've thought, damn it, that was a good idea, I'll give it another shot. But I tend to look forward, not backwards. You also need to be prepared to sell yourself, I'm afraid, to be a good marketer, to talk the talk, if you like. I started out going around on the tube as a chef for hire, cooking people's private dinners. The posh women I worked for would mostly tell their friends about me, and I'd get more jobs through word of mouth. But one day I heard, through the kitchen hatch, my employer, on being congratulated on the delicious food, claiming that she'd cooked the dinner herself. I was tempted, of course, to fling open the hatch and put them right, which is not the way to win more customers. So I put one of my business cards into every one of the pockets of their coats, which were hanging in the hall. That's marketing. And most importantly, in life and in work, this is going to sound very trite, but I believe it with my heart and soul. If you want to succeed, you have to do the right thing. Those of you who have been studying what makes a business sustainable will not be surprised to hear me claim that the moral core, the ethical fiber of a company, has a lot to do with success. My company started rather haphazardly, but did eventually develop a kind of philosophy, a set of principles, and it was expressed in a very simple two-word motto: simply better. By simple, I meant simple, honest, straightforward. No tricks. We did not squeeze our suppliers on price. We paid them on time. We didn't take bribes from suppliers, never let anybody take kickbacks. We gave the service charge, all of it, to the staff, and we treated them like friends. We told the truth to our customers. If we got something wrong, we groveled. It's amazing how effective groveling can be. Saying sorry is a long-lost, helpful tool, and we should do it more often. The better part of simply better meant three things. Better than our competitors, of course. Better than yesterday, that i.e. we tried to improve what we did all the time. And better than our customers' expectations. If you do an outstanding job, they will tell the world. So my last bit of homespun wisdom: never feel too grand to do the dirty jobs. When I started out, I had to scrub out the bins and clean my little van and gut the pheasants. But as the company grew, obviously I spent more time in the office and less with a broom in my hand. But if I was out on a job, say a wedding, I prided myself on being the last to leave, to help the guys take out the rubbish, load the van, sweep the floor. It stood me in really good stead because our staff knew I understood their jobs and they didn't think I was just having an easy time while they did all the graft. After all this boasting, it's time for a confession. My generation has done little to solve the problems of the world. Indeed, many of the problems exist because we did not accept the concept of global responsibility. And we have failed miserably to tackle the challenges of a rapidly increasing world population, of global warming, of terrorism, of corruption and greed. But problems are also opportunities, and our generation and your generation is the most powerful in history, with the transformational impact of information technology and unbelievably fast-changing and powerful communications. This means that you need to be open to change, not frightened or resentful of it, and accept, even welcome, the adjustments you will have to make in your career, and embrace the inevitability of lifelong learning. You will find, I'm sure, that even if, very unlikely, you work for the same organization for your whole career, you will need to retrain and keep retraining to keep up to speed. Like a doctor, no one wants to be treated by a medic who knows nothing of the latest research and progress in medicine. It's a sobering thought that 40% of today's job titles were not around when I was first in business, like risk assessor, environmental officer, political advisor, digital marketing manager, communications consultants. None of these things existed. And just as many have gone, like typist, milkman, lighthouse keeper, printer. And the process is accelerating. Train driver, taxi driver, pilot are sure to go, and jobs like solicitor and tax advisor may well be mostly taken over by apps or algorithms that are better informed and more frequently updated than real lawyers or consultants. And herein lies a great opportunity. Bill Gates said it very well. Humanity's greatest advance is not in its discoveries, but in how they're applied to reduce inequity. Of course, your focus must rightly be on your own ambitions and goals, but you must also try to behave honestly and ethically and do your bit for people who are less well off than you. So finally, and it cannot be said too often, congratulations on what you've achieved. QMU, I know, thinks the world of its students and is collectively so proud of you, today's graduates. You have made a brilliant start for the next stage of your life. I hope this is not the last that we at QMU see you, but many, many congratulations and very good fortune. You deserve it. Thank you.
In the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the privilege to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Jane McCarry and Mark Cox. Chancellor, 2022 marks 50 years of drama and performing arts teaching at Queen Margaret University. And as such, it is fitting today that we honour two of our most well-known alumni. Jane was brought up in the Kings Park area of Glasgow. After finishing school, she performed in several shows at the Glasgow Arts Centre, as well as completing a one-year drama course at Clydebank College. Jane then set her sights on studying at Queen Margaret College, as it was then, completing her diploma in acting in 1992 and returning in 1999 to complete her degree before moving on to undertake teacher training at Jordan Hill College. This further qualification allowed her to build an additional career as a drama teacher alongside her acting work. Having taught in several schools, Jane has shown the same passion for drama and performance in the classroom as she has on stage and screen, inspiring children and young people to explore the opportunity that drama provides for us to explore ourselves, our communities, and to create and share stories that excite, inspire, and move us. Jane finds seeing the curtain rise in a performance by her pupils just as exciting as stepping out onto the stage herself. In her role as a teacher, Jane's passion and enthusiasm has engendered a love of theatre in numerous young people, which they will carry with them throughout their life. Not long after leaving Queen Margaret, Jane was already making her name for herself as a comic performer, ensuring she would stand out at the comedy unit auditions by dressing up and taking ridiculous props with her, including her friend's granny's big pants. This led to a role in the BBC comedy series Pulp Video that would become the first in a long line of memorable comedy characters, including parts in Ramsay Nesbitt and Chewin' the Fat. Jane is also well known for children's TV work, taking a lead role in the BBC Two and CBeebies hit programme Me Too, starring as the middle-aged childminder Granny Murray. In 2007, Jane won Best Television Actress at the Scottish BAFTAs. Mark grew up in the East End of Glasgow. He fell in love with the performing arts through attending youth theatre and being an usher at the Tron. Mark wanted to become an actor, but he was encouraged to pursue a trade, and he found himself as an apprentice plumber after he left school. However, his determination to follow his passion never dimmed, and he would give up plumbing to pursue the opportunity to study at Queen Margaret College, graduating with a diploma in acting in 1993. Mark has described the acting course at Queen Margaret as learning a real trade, and it is a trade he has continued to pursue successfully ever since. During his career, Mark has had parts in much-loved TV series, including Shetland, Rebus, Outlander, Scots Squad, and many more. With a particular gift for comedy, he has played numerous roles in Scottish sketch show Chewin' the Fat, which ran between 1999 and 2005. However, Mark's contribution to the performing arts has not only been on screen. He is the regular writer-director of the annual Brunton Theatre pantomime that delights countless families year after year, and which will no doubt have introduced numerous children to the magic of theatre. Along with Jane, he is also an entrepreneur. Together, they have set up their own business, hosting corporate events, which has seen them hosting burn suppers as far afield as the British Embassy Garden in Abu Dhabi. Committed to supporting the next generation of performers, Mark has also contributed to teaching on the acting programme at one of our partner institutions, New College Lanarkshire. However, Jane and Mark are perhaps best known for their long-standing roles in Still Game. Tam, the bonnet-wearing, tight-fisted old miser who enjoys nothing better than scrounging off his friends, and the nosy, gossiping busybody, Isa Drennan, who just simply wants someone to hod the lift. Still Game was first aired in 2002 and was enjoyed by loyal fans over 9 series and 62 episodes, with the final episode airing in 2019. The series has been recognised with multiple awards from BAFTA Scotland, the Scottish Comedy Awards, the Rose d'Or, and many more. As well as the TV show, the series became a phenomenal hit as a stage show at the SSE Hydro in Glasgow. It had a run of 21 shows for Still Game Live in 2014, 15 shows in 2017 for Still Game Live 2, and 8 shows for Still Game The Final Farewell in 2019. Each show played to a sellout audience of 13,000 people. That's 6.5 times as many people who are present at today's graduation. This means that over the course of 5 years, 500,000 people got to experience the delight of seeing Isa and Tam live and in person. Bringing characters to life is what actors do, but to create a character who transcends the confines of their scripts to the extent that the audiences not only want to meet them in real life, but can imagine the lives that these characters are living when they are not on our screens, is a rare and special talent. Jane and Mark have created what can only be described as national cultural treasures, who have filled living rooms across the length and breadth of Scotland with laughter and joy. In so doing, they have made a significant and memorable contribution to the cultural life of Scotland and embody Queen Margaret's commitment to supporting and celebrating the performing arts. Chancellor, I have much pleasure in inviting you to confer upon Jane McCarry and Mark Cox the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Sit down and get back up again. Right, okay, well, I'll start then, Mother. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Court, Senate, graduates and guests.
Well, batter on, that's...
No,
sure,
no, you go now.
No, you go.
Dr. Isa, please.
Oh. Well, I won't be an eyes, I'll try and keep it brief.
That'll be a first.
Oh my! Look at this, eh? Oh, here now, this is better than the Hydro. We've got the young team. Oh, it's a wonderful turn of events, eh, Tam?
Oh, tell you what, I couldn't believe my luck. Never put my horn in my pocket all day. Free lunch, the lot. Absolutely wonderful.
Oh, now, honestly, we are so excited to be here. I cannot tell you. Mark and I met back in 1990 at drama school. And it was so exciting. We were just 2 weegies coming to Edinburgh. It was so exciting, Aldrich. And obviously it was different then because we stayed in the Corstorphine campus, so it was absolutely beautiful. It was up in the hill and had ancient trees and a heavily subsidised bar, and but no, it was really, really beautiful, and we've got such great memories. We talk of it often, don't we? And we've been lucky enough to work together so many times over the years, but we genuinely say maybe weekly that we've just had the best times. We've had a great experience, and it's not always been that we've worked. We've done all different jobs, and there's been great highs and great lows, but we've gone to some smashing parties, I'll tell you that for nothing. there's been times when we've been totally skint, but we wouldn't regret not a single minute of it. We've performed, where was it, in Thurso in a shed? 3 folk turned up and a man brought his dog. Me and him driving an old Corpy van we'd borrowed. And then we ended up in the hydro. So you never know your luck.
Absolutely, and it's been fortunate enough to pursue a career in something that you really love is not everybody's experience in life. You know, we're fortunate to be able to do that. The downside of that is having to tell your hard East End Glaswegian father that you're giving up your apprenticeship to become an actor. He says, that'll be right. What he actually says was, I reject this idea with enormous conviction. And I will say that to you, people will reject your ideas with enormous conviction. You know, I had to push for that because that's what I wanted to do. You know, and eventually I did it, and it worked out, and everybody was happy, including my father. You know, the friendships we made with other students and the relationships we had with the teaching staff at QM gave us, after 3 years, the best tools to take into, which is quite a tough industry. Jane talked about other jobs we had to do. You know, restaurants, bar work, things that you all have to do. These are all part of life. And we were told that acting is life, and it's true. We met characters in their jobs. Jane worked in a sexual health chat line.
£14 an hour it was.
£14 an hour.
Smashing.
Which was smashing. No, but fantastic staff and things that we learned, you know, from Lynn Baines and Andy Mackey are 2 names that I would like to say. They started when I started at the drama school. She was an American from the, you know, Stanislavski School of Acting. You know, it was hard and it was quite unfair at times, but in fact it was, you learned a lot, and that was the reason for going there, and it was absolutely sensational what we learned and what we took out.
And 2 people for me that really stood out were Clive Perry, who he worked at Pitlochry Festival Theatre. He ran that theatre and he ran the course. So that gave us so much information and help about the real world. And I think that was a great thing about QM. They did blend real life and being at uni. So it wasn't just that you were stuck in a wee bubble. Somebody was coming out from the outside who was saying, this is what's happening in reality. And that is very, very rare in any drama school. So I think we were especially lucky to have him. And I have to mention Bert Bracewell, who was a fencing teacher. And I was rid rotten, I was useless, but he believed in every single person. He believed that if you worked hard enough, you could do anything. And his classes, he would take us outside and we would roll down the hills, and he was just a phenomenal man with wee twinkly eyes, wasn't he, Mark? And when you have a teacher like that who believes in everyone and is so good to the bone, it makes such a difference when you leave uni or college, as it was when we were there. But Mark and I both feel as well, we're so genuinely honoured and touched that we've been given this award. We just wish our wee mums and dads were here to see it, because that would have been really special. My dad wouldn't have believed it. But it's wonderful, and the support we've had from friends and family. My friend Aileen's here today, and it was her granny's knickers that I used to steal for auditions. But she's been a support to me doing my punishment exercises. Well, for 50 years she's been there. She used to run me through to Queen Margaret from Glasgow on a Monday, because I always missed the train, and I'd be greeting, going, Aileen, please, will you take me? So she's been a wonderful friend, and my amazing boys are here, and my partner, and just, that makes all the difference if you've got a good support network.
Absolutely, it is. It's a great honour to be here. We both loved our time at QM, and also I'd like to mention my family, Annabelle, my boy Joseph, here today, and Joseph's 12 and he kind of wonders all 3 years what I do. We'd be in Silverburn Shopping Centre as he's grown up, somebody say, can I get a photograph? And he'd be like, what is this? So there must be 1,000 photographs of him standing in a stranger's picture, My brother Henry, I'd like to mention, he was, thankfully, as I left drama college, he had just moved into Edinburgh. And when you're an actor, leaving the college, that's fantastic. So, he always believed in me, apart from the times when I was asking him for more money. I mean, I clearly remember him saying, I don't believe you. But I'd like to thank him for accommodating me, quite literally. But it's been fantastic and sensational, and this is the start of your journey. And it is just the start of your journey, you know. I know it's a very, very well used, be kind. We hear that a lot now, but within our industry, it goes a million miles. Be yourself, be kind, be generous, you know. These are very, very important things, and whatever you're going to do. But we'd like to thank you again for having us.
To thank you and to wish all of you huge congratulations and the very, very best of luck. And as Prue said, whatever you start off doing, that doesn't mean that's the destination. You can go any different direction that you want. Do as much as you can, experience as much as you can.
Yes, experience as much. Stay out of prison. That's anything else. Don't get caught. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very much.
everyone. Enjoy your day.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Master of Arts in Applied Arts and Social Practice, Saffron Gillis. Lauren McLaughlin. Julia Walinska. For the award of degree of Master of Arts in Arts, Festival and Cultural Management, Shireen Akhtar. Sieve Brock. Molly Dawson. Catriona Donaldson. Jasmine Geisen. Miriam Greusser. Melina Guterres Hansen. Delphine Lescol. Sarah Mills. Alison Orme. Lauren Patterson. Rachel Pike. Olivia Salomon. Maria Chiara Sica. Julia Sorensen. Sydney Steip. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Digital Campaigning and Content Creation, Georgios Gassitis. Vivi Huka. Tuti Husalo. Connor Rafferty. Janessa Villamera. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Media Management and the Creative Industries, Isabella Kraika. Julie Lydon. Ellen Mason. Henrika Pentinen. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Stage Management, Alize Boutel. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Strategic Communication and Public Relations, Matthew Bessa Akerlatse. Lindsay Alexander. Denise Boozweek. Laura Dool. Sarah Garner. Hannah Gould. Sarah Sophia Hostika. Claire Janowska. Julius Onwegbuli. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Acting and Performance, Connor Callaghan. Shannon Daly. Michael Johnson. Tegan Mitchell. Margaret Morrison. Serena Park. Lucy Peterson. Philippa Roy. James Aaron Scott. Ezine Uba. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Acting with Creative Enterprise, Jenna Allen. Phoebe Byrne. Rachel Fox. Georgia Ireland. Caroline McEwen. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Costume Design and Construction, Anna Katarina Farnleitner. Manon Fume. Gwendolyn Jones. Molly MacDonald. Sophia Malcolm. Kelsey Nichol. Eleanor Partridge. Rowan Quinn. Katrina Rigby. Emily Trollope. Adelina Vederkind. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Costume Design and Construction, Audrey Poots. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Creative Enterprise, Danny Burney. Caroline Cassells. Susan Crombie. Georgia Drybra. Niamh Hogwood. Ashley Nimmo. Evelyn Smith. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Creative Enterprise, Audrey Clute. Chiara Ewing. Aileen O'Donnell. Gary Rowan. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Drama and Performance, Ailey Anderson. Callum Beattie. Hannah Berry. Eve Bonner. Helena Brown. Amy Burns. Sasa Chatburn. Kaylee Conlon. Rebecca Cox. Amy Davidson. Amber Docherty. Rebecca Draver. Eve Duffy. Bethany DeOnion. Jodie Gare. Kiara Gilmartin. Vili Hokkinen. Katie Hudson. Damalula Kareem. Taylor Louise Lavery. Robert Litwin. Marcus Lundy. Elaine Matheson. Jamie McAllister. Finlay McConaughey. Lauren McEwen. Ewan McGeekin. Jesse Moyer. Cecilia Munoz. Carrie Nichol. Yuso Nukanen. Anna O'Connor. Lachlan Robertson. Alex Shanks. Lauren Shaw. Gemma Sinclair. River Song. Sally Swan. Liam Taylor. Caitlin Truscott. Cara Valance. Claire Vernal. Natalie Walker. Sophie Williams. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Drama and Performance, Rachel McKean. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Drama, Theatre and Performance, Lauren Cameron. Kirsty Campbell. Benjamin Clinch. Lee Dyack. Jake Dunwoody. Honor Forrester. Megan Gillon. Nicholas Harcourt. Hope Hutton. Amy Johnson. Christopher Kane. Abby Keys. Chloe Lupton. Caitlin Marshall. Georgia McInnes. Andrew McPhail. Drew McPherson. Sophia Maria Sim. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Drama, Theatre and Performance, Andrew Alger. Victoria Tate. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film and Media, Linda Atianen. Kate Alexander. Gabriela Arantz Arteta. Gabriela Azanova. Meryn Bleakley. Adam Campbell. Niamh Chalmers. Adam Dixon. Bethan Dow. Emma Edwards. Lauren Ford. Robert Galloway. Fernando Garcia Martin. John Hutchison. Charlie Jeffrey Hood. Emma Kamekel. Laura Lopez Collar. Shona McIver. Felix Marks. Bethany McGoldrick Dillon. Harry McGrath. Tia McKenna. George McMahon. Alice Monteith. Lauren Murphy. Darren Quinn. Erin Scott. Itu Turka. Lewis Watt. Amelie Vidland. Abby Wright. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Media, Carla Love. Jessica McBurney Davis. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Musical Theatre with Creative Enterprise, Cleo Campbell. Rebecca Innes. Gemma McLachlan. Connie McCrone. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Musical Theatre, Cara Burns. Annie Ferguson. Erin Foley. Courtney Gold. Shannon McKinley. Shannon McLean. Jamie Mills. Gillian Mitchell. Greer Montgomery. Laura Mooney. For the award degree of Bachelor of Arts in Performance, Dominika Kalishuk Valente. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations and Marketing Communications, Nicola Rossi. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Relations, Marketing and Events, Melissa Ball. Federica Busu. Jodie Elliott. Ailey Guthrie. Joanna Land. Grace McCandlish. Niamh McTaggart. Maria Nadim. Orla Noble. Rita Purlaiskite Akintunde. Rachel Riley. Erin Scott. Hannah Seidel. Brendan Sweeney. For the award degree of Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations, Marketing and Events, Brodie Hamilton. Kirsten McQuillan. Louise Thompson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Relations and Media, Kirsty Campbell. Kirsty Graham. Emma Kyle Farmer. Julia Nicolini. Shan Povey. Leah Pressure. Ewan Wilson. Alexandra Wood Sanchez. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations and Media, Jacqueline Hunter. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Theatre and Film Studies, Jamie Busatil. Ryan Catterson. Ida Cumming. Rhiannon Griffiths. Christiana Ivanova. Chantel McIntyre. Nadine McLaren. Natoli Migdal. Annabelle Mall. Caitlin Mooney. Tanith Munro. Millicent Saunders. Federica Troya. Beth Turnbull. Cara Turner. Chancellor, a further 121 candidates are presented for awards in absentia.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Megan Dixon. Gareth Hill. Catherine Sanders. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Person-Centred Practice, Ingrid B.B. Goodfellow. Rosemary Graham. Azara Ray Ains. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Person-Centred Practice, Gordon McFatter. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Person-Centred Practice, Advanced Forensic Practice, Katrina Allen. Jane Astles. Laura Janet Bain. Marion Gillis. Louise Caney. Catherine MacDonald. Valley Mackenzie. Julie McKinnon. Lynn Payton. Suzanne Patton. Hazel Somerville. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Person-Centred Practice, District Nursing, Deborah Buchanan. Katie Caldwell. Samantha Louise Clark. Caris Dick. Emma Lynch. Aneska Matamovas Lewandowska. Kay Nichol. Donna Snedden. Clayton Watt. For the award of postgraduate diploma in person-centred practice, health visiting, Fiona Ashmore. Nicola Bellany. Sarah Berwick. Fiona Boswell. Ingrid Boyd. Jennifer Cheatley. Ellen Fielding. Jenny Garner. Gemma Lee. Chloe Lodge. Niamh Madden. Kirsten Pringle. Fiona Smith. Lynn Taylor. Christina Thompson. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Person-Centred Practice, Nursing Education, Hazel Linda Binti Mustafa. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Person-Centred Practice, School Nursing, Cheryl Glancy. Alexis Mitchell. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Professional and Higher Education, Alison Kelly. Janinma of Orgy. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nursing, Lauren Olju. Gianta Bista. Sinead Brennan. Katie Chopin. Avril Clark. Bria Crawford. Georgian Darcy. Kirk Dickerson. Claire Feeney. Dominic Fernandez. Linda Fisher. Danny Florendo. Joanna Gray. Georgia Hawley. Sinead Horgan. Katie Joyce Nagolical. Anya Leonard. Megan Matthews. Siobhan McGovern. Megan McHale. Chelsea McLean. Kate Meskel. Natalie Miller. Sarah Monaghan. Sarah Moore. Andrew Mullins. Mary Inside-Dorf. Ali O'Boyle. Joanne O'Loughlin. Georgia Pitt. Niamh Quinn. Rachel Redburn. Catherine Resner. Katrina Riddle. Lindsay Shepherd. Joanna Schillacker. Emma Simpson. Rowan Sinclair. Morgan Stalker. Jennifer Supple. Claire Sweeney. Kerry Troop. Owen Ward. Rosanna Warren. Daniel Watson. For the award of Graduate Certificate in Palliative Care, Kate Page. For the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Sarah Sue Hon. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Occupational Therapy, Joshua Barclay. Ida Golpin-Gilliski. Mohammed Merchant. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Art, Psychotherapy, International, Claire Armstrong. Anne Bulmer. Katrina Campbell. Heather DeMarco. Samantha McGregor. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Collaborative Working, Education and Therapy, Scott Archibald. Elisa Valdez. Jessica Wilkinson. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Music Therapy, Jeffrey Bartholomew. Samuel Begbie. Michael Hall. Benjamin Insall. Shannon McBrearty. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, pre-registration, Megan Campbell. Kiva Curran. Mona Drignac. Megan Fallahy. Ben Swahikas. Lauren Guerin. Roisin Haerty. Erica Jans. Sarah Jennings. Sive Kavanagh. Brianna Lazic. Katie Lyons. Rachel McCafferty. Sheldon MacDonald. Rebecca McVeigh. Gillian Sheridan. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Play Therapy, Anne Adair. Caroline Laidlaw. Leslie McFeet. Alison Muir. For the award of postgraduate certificate, Emma Watson. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Occupational Therapy, Zainab Akhtar. Kesley Anderson. Jasmine Ashcroft. Mikey Below. Naomi Brown. Rachel Berger. Colina Carlin. James Carolan. Saoirse Cousin-Bourne. Eleanor Cox. Jessica Crawley. Imogen Harvey. Natalie Hood. Muran Horgan. Alex Kelly. Michaela Carwick. Kerry Laurie. Adela Lindsay. Kerry Lockerbie. Isla McPhail. Ashley McCauley. Keeve Mitchell. Sean Mortimer. Sarah Naismith. Erin Quinn. Louise Regan. Sinead Reynolds. Ewan Scott. Bailey Sim. Louine Somerset Webb. Caitlin Sparling. Abby Steggles. Claire Wilkie. Anna Williams. Kiara Woods. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Studies, Joyce Williamson. For the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Erin Miley Wilson. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Signed Spoken Language Interpreting, Paul Belmonte. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Advancing Practice in Signed Spoken Language Interpreting, Benjamin Phillips. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Advancing Practice in Signed Spoken Language Interpreting, Louise Porter. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Audiology Pre-Registration, Hilary Cruz. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Audiology Pre-Registration, Holly Crispin. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Rehabilitative Audiology, Feraz Ahmed. Emma Mills. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Speech and Language Therapy Pre-Registration, Georgia Braley. Georgina Isom Hale. Ellery Jones. Caitlin Mullally. Megan Rees. Florence Roberts Bowman. Radhika Shah. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Speech and Language Therapy Pre-Registration, Laura Clark. Catherine Daggett. Ellie Ilsa Hanu Keikinen. Ellen Healy. Valerie Hogan. Sarah Martin. Rachel McAteer. Niamh McGettigan. Lisa Murphy. Anna Russell. For the award of Diploma in Higher Education in Hearing Aid Audiology, Rachel Hetherington. Lisa Murphy. Prashanthini Thali Shalvam. For the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Speech and Language Therapy, Claire Coyle. Erin Cully. Caitlin Donaldson. Emma Yunson. Louise Ford. Carmen Gallagher. Joe Grattan Shanks. Sarah Green. Rachel Hutchison. Claire Juvie. Marvin McLean. Catherine Murray. Gemma Parker. Erin Robertson. Hayley Smith. Louise Stewart. Camilla Alexandrina Valderho. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Global Health, Ahmed Alhaji Albatran. Adil Hamid. Harriet Lucy Hart. Fortunate Kambuku. Tamsin Matheson. Jamuki Umbi Yami. Aaron Ross. Carla Army Lynn Tamsinaz. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Sexual and Reproductive Health, Bethany Bugden. Sarah Hansen. Betha Henderson. Francesca McCraw. Charlotte Smith. Erin Spires. Chancellor, another 293 candidates are presented for awards in absentia. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of degrees, diplomas and certificates. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, honorary graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special day. To you, our graduates, my heartfelt congratulations. This is a day always to remember. To our honorary graduates, many congratulations to you too for all you have achieved. It is an honour to have you join us for this celebration and to have us join us as part of our QMU community. To the families, friends and supporters here today, enjoy the occasion. You are very much part of it. For the university and all the staff involved who have helped and encouraged you through your journey of learning, discovery and growth, your contribution has been immense. So we come together today to celebrate achievement, particularly that of our wonderful graduates. And we do so in person for the first time since 2019, which makes this occasion all the more special. To say you have not had an easy time is something of an understatement. To say you have shown resilience, adaptability, determination, resourcefulness, and consideration for each other is most certainly not. We are immensely proud, not just of what you have achieved, but of how you have achieved it. And that approach resonates with our values and with our belief at Queen Margaret University in the importance of both the individual and the community. As we consider the challenges facing society, locally, nationally, and globally, we must also consider how they might be tackled. And while science, technology, and infrastructure will play an important part, it is people, most probably working in teams and collaborating across networks, who will find and implement the answers, the many responses which are needed. And you, our graduates, I believe, will be among those people with your skills, your knowledge, your creativity. Those qualities will be valued more than ever. Your time at university has been a journey of learning and discovery about life and relationships. It has, of course, been an intellectual process, gaining knowledge and understanding through the curiosity and discovery which remain at the heart of a university education. That education has also enabled you to acquire and hone new skills, perhaps even more than you appreciate. More than anything, it has been about you as the whole person, about who you are, what you stand for, what you can achieve, and what matters. Beyond knowledge and skills, I hope your time at Queen Margaret has helped you reflect on the importance of integrity and compassion, about valuing yourself, your friends, your family, and the communities you are part of. And that focus on both the whole person and on society is what essentially drives and motivates the university. We are proud to be a modern university, broad in outlook and inclusive, and, I hope, open to new ways of doing things while respecting our long heritage, dating back to 1875 when the Edinburgh School of Cookery was founded with the purpose of improving the health of working class people and providing professional opportunities for women. Though today's university is a very different institution, it pays to remember our origins and what motivated the pioneering women who established that cookery school. In saying that, it is also important to recognise recent developments at Queen Margaret and to understand our ambition. That manifests itself in many ways. First, of course, is the amazing efforts of the School of Health Sciences students and staff in supporting the delivery of healthcare and health education throughout the coronavirus pandemic. Many of our students and staff, academic, technical and support, worked to deliver additional services during the pandemic and were resilient and patient in attaining this tremendous achievement. We got our students out on placements all through the pandemic and graduated our students on time. Beyond that, there are many other achievements to note. Colleagues in speech and language therapy have pioneered the clinical utility of ultrasound evaluation of swallowing, developed alternative clinical learning through simulation, and work in partnership with 3 other Edinburgh universities to celebrate the teaching and learning of British Sign Language. We are a university founded on partnership, and we are proud to have collaborative partnerships both internationally and with colleges across Scotland. We hosted the 12th European Music Therapy Conference, our first hybrid conference with over 700 delegates attending either face-to-face or online. And in association with our Global Erasmus project, led by Queen Margaret, we hosted 2 international schools promoting person-centred curriculum. Collaborations also support our commitment to widening access to higher education, providing alternative routes by which students can gain a degree from the university. In Scotland, we have developed innovative collaborations with New College Lanarkshire, Fife College and West College Scotland, each of which has been designed to prepare graduates for pursuing a career within the creative and cultural industries. Another example of a partnership, This one aiming to help young people across East and Mid Lothian who struggled with learning during lockdown is our pioneering tutoring initiative. Designed specifically to help pupils identified by schools as requiring additional support, the project is funded by the STV Children's Appeal, who have just confirmed a third year of funding for our support for pupils. Finally, I must of course mention that this is the 50th anniversary year of performing arts at Queen Margaret. For 5 decades, we have been committed to ensuring Scotland's cultural sector is as diverse and as vibrant as its population, and that a future in the performing arts is open to anyone. We are as committed to this now as we were in 1971, when the Edinburgh College of Speech and Drama was incorporated into what was then Queen Margaret College. Studying the performing arts should not be something that only a small minority have the resources to pursue. The stories we tell on stage and screen should be of, by, and for all of us. Whatever you have studied at Queen Margaret, we celebrate and respect what you have achieved. In doing so, we also acknowledge that your journey does not end here. In many ways, it is the beginning, certainly of the next chapter of your life. I'm confident that every one of you will go on to make a positive difference. As the Chancellor said, be open to new ideas. Be confident, but humble enough to learn from others and from your own experience. Draw on the determination and resolve you have shown throughout your time at QMU. And please do not forget the importance and value of kindness. Please do keep in touch. We mean it when we say that QMU is a community. You are now part of our extended family, and we would love to hear about your life's adventure. I have one last but important thing to ask of our graduates. I said earlier how much we all recognise the vital role family and friends have played in enabling you to get to where you are today. Could I therefore ask all our graduates, if you are able, to stand up, to turn and face your family and friends, and to give them a round of applause and a big cheer. We thank you for all you have done. Our graduate success is your success. So finally, may I offer once again my congratulations. May I also say a special thank you to all my colleagues who have worked so hard to make today such a special occasion. Now, would you please be upstanding for the academic procession?